Hello, everyone, and welcome to a cold email masterclass where I'm basically going to show you how you can get copywriting clients through cold emails. My name is Dennis. I'm the founder at sixfigurecopywriters.com and freelanceclients.com. And what we do is we build these types of infrastructures for freelancers and for copywriters more specifically so that they can actually get more clients without having to do any of the prospecting themselves. In today's video, what I want to go over is the cold email strategy that I've been using for the last few years. It's going to be a very brief masterclass. I could call it more so like a crash course on how to build this entire thing and launch it over the next 2 weeks. And we're going to cover the step-by-step formula and the frameworks and the softwares and everything else. Okay, so it's nothing held back in this video. You can literally just watch this video, implement on everything, build a campaign, launch it, and you will see results. Okay. Um, so yeah, before we get into it, if you appreciate these types of videos and you like basically watching these and kind of implementing on these as well, make sure to drop a subscribe and a like on this video, because I try to post regularly and I try to make these long form videos that are actually going to help you guys instead of just talking about stuff. But yeah, let's without anything further to do, let's get right into it. The first thing that I want us to go over before we actually get into the technicals and like the step by step, guys, is just some expectations, right? So first things first, with cold emails, like, I don't want you to keep listening to these biased opinions, right? Some gurus say it's a numbers game. Some gurus say it's a skill game. Some people hate cold outreach. Some people love cold outreach. Like, at the end of the day, what you need to understand is that the only thing that's actually true is that everything works. It's just a matter of you making it work, okay? So stop listening to biased opinions. Cold emails, specifically, it can be a numbers game. It can also be a skill game, right? It depends on what you want as a person and what you can do. Today, we're going to be covering the numbers game approach, right? So since it's easier and more suitable for beginners, I'd say, to get those first few clients and start leveraging referrals, right? So our overarching goal with this system, guys, is to get you a client acquisition method that can get you 15 to 20 sales calls booked in per month with minimal effort on your end. And this method right here, right, so the numbers game, is perfect for busy copywriters looking to get more clients. So this method will not involve you writing like 3 hour long emails and personalizing stuff and so on and so forth, right? It's all automated. You just have to build it once with me right now following this masterclass. Of course, sprinkle a little bit of you as well in the process and launch it, and then it's going to be fully automated. Okay, this is something that it will take you 10 minutes a day to manage. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So our focus here on this through this strategy, guys, is going to be, first of all, lead quality. So I'm going to show you a way on how to get super high quality leads. Okay, don't buy lists from Fiverr. Okay, don't buy lists from Fiverr. Okay, I've spent hundreds of dollars, close to $1,000 on lists from Fiverr, and every single time they were the absolute crappiest lead lists ever. Okay, don't use Apollo.io because it's overused, and every single person, like, think about it. There's thousands of users of that platform that are sending cold emails to the same people. Okay, don't use D7 Lead Finder because it's the same thing, and the leads on D7 are kind of crap as well. I'm gonna show you a solution that is a bit more underrated. I hope it's not gonna become the next Apollo or anything, but I found really good success with this platform. Okay, so we're gonna focus a lot on lead quality. Then we're gonna go over speed to lead and like why that is important in a system like this, because it is automated, but you also have to be very vigilant in managing it. And then also how to organize the CRM and everything else. Okay, so guys, again, let's hit that like button because there's a lot of work that gone into this and a lot of years of finding things out. But let's get right into it. So first step is lead generation. Okay, let me quickly walk you through the setup. So for lead generation, we're going to need leadrocks.io. Very good software. It's perfect for cold email campaigns. You can even like filter companies by funding. You can filter companies by revenue range, team size. Okay, so this is how we make sure that the leads are actually fucking qualified. Because if we go for revenue range and we go for 1 million to 10 million, these people are making money. It's guaranteed. So they will not have a problem paying the fees, right? Or if you're working with startups, you can just go for funding. And you know that, hey, if somebody got a funding of 100 million, it means they're a pretty cool company, right? So it's worth reaching out to. But yeah, so this is pretty much the software we're going to use. Now you can get a pretty good deal. Like usually this is like $100 a month or something, but they have a deal with AppSumo. I'm not sure if you know what AppSumo is, but it's basically a marketplace where you can just get lifetime deals for monthly subscription softwares. And you can literally get this thing, LeadRocks, for $79 lifetime, and you will get 5,000 credits a month, okay? 5,000 credits, as you can see right here. So with 5,000 credits, it means you can subtract 5,000 email addresses. Okay, so you basically get 5,000 leads every single month for $79 lifetime. Pretty good deal. It's cheaper than the guys on Fiverr. It's cheaper than D7. It's cheaper than Apollo, and it works better. Okay, believe me, this is the best deal. And part of your process, and this is like the downside of it, I'd say, is that you have to manually scrape these leads every month, but it should take you just a few hours, okay? Or you can just hire a VA to do it for $100. I mean, I'm just going to show you the process and how it works, okay? So don't worry about it, but that's the only downside. So unlike Apollo and D7, where you can kind of download these lead lists, with this one, you have to build it manually. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to use for lead gen. Cold emails and deliverability, we're going to use instantly.ai to send the emails, okay? You shouldn't use anything else for email marketing in terms of cold emails, okay? This is the best platform ever. These people are involved in the project. You can see how smooth their stuff is. They have everything in here that you need. It's all in one place, okay? So don't go looking for other softwares. It's the easiest one to use, very clean interface. The thing I like about Instantly, guys, is that it also has an integrated CRM, so you can cut yourself on some costs, okay? You don't need to spend money on the CRM as well. It can automatically build personalized lines, which is pretty cool. So you can just like plug in ChatGPT with it, and it can build the personalized lines automatically for you. Now, don't expect those to be like A-list personalized lines, but it's better than nothing, right? And lastly, it automatically warms up your domains and email addresses. So there is that feature included as well. And yeah, I guess one more thing is that it's infinitely scalable. Okay, it's infinitely scalable. So you can even add 100 email addresses if you want, and send 50 emails a day from each. Okay, and that's huge. That's really huge. Because if you're looking to scale, there you go. That's what you want to do. In terms of pricing for this one is $97 a month. They have like a more expensive version of $300 a month, 358 actually. With the 97 a month, this is all that we need for the system. We still have unlimited emails and warm up. We can upload 25,000 leads, so we have like 5 months worth of leads in here that we can then kind of cycle through. We can send 100,000 emails monthly, so we can basically send 4 emails, a 4 email sequence to all of these leads. And we still have premium live support. When you want to scale, you can go to up to 100,000 leads, 500,000 emails sent monthly, which is crazy, right? But we don't need this yet, because first of all, we need to build this, right? That's what we use for emails. Now, for the personalized lines, we're just going to use ChatGPT. As I said, you can integrate ChatGPT 4 with Instantly and have it build personalized lines. All you need is just a GPT-4 subscription, okay? So just get the GPT-4 subscription for $20 a month, like the premium one, and we can connect this with Instantly, and it will basically, we can connect the APIs. I'm going to try to show you how to do it, and it can automatically create personalized lines based on their LinkedIn profile, based on their website, right? Because we're going to have those things from LeadRocks as well, and based on their Facebook profile, and that's awesome, okay? And then for domains and email inboxes, we will use Namecheap, which is the best version, okay? It's better than GoDaddy. It's better than everything else. The interface is very easy to use. You can get the emails from here, like in one place. And your first .com domain, if you don't have an account yet, it's $6, okay? So you can get a domain for like $6 and the emails in one single place. And since, just to give you a bird's eye view, we will be sending 250 emails a day with this strategy, okay? For starters, as I said, if you want to scale this shit to the moon and start, sending 5,000 emails a month for like 5 industries with 5 different angles and so on and so forth, you can do it. But this is how I show it to kind of set it up, okay? For 250 emails, we need 6 inboxes to make sure we don't land in spam. We don't want to send this volume from one email address. What we ideally want to do is we want to get 2 domains and 3 mailboxes for each, okay? So that we have some diversity as well. So what you can do is, let's say my domain right now is DennisAposto.com, my name, right? I can just go and buy DennisApostoCopywriter.com. I can just go and buy Dennis copywriting so on and so forth, right? So I'm just gonna go get 2 of these domains from here, and then we should be good to go, right? I'm gonna show you how to set this all up. Okay, now we're just kind of going over the setup. Lastly, you will need a software to book calls. I assume you already have one, but just a few examples here. You can use Calendly, you can use Dubsado. I know there are a few other variables out there, but guys, the only thing I need you to understand, I'm not going to show you how to set up Calendly because that's easy to do and like you can. I don't want to waste your time here, right? This is just pure strategy. But set up your Calendly, and the only thing to consider is that you need to ask 2 qualifying questions for these people that will go through the link. Okay, without these 2 qualifying questions, you will lose a lot of time on calls that are not qualified. So usually we want to ask a question that first will determine if they are service qualified. So we need to see if they actually fucking need the service. Okay, because if we're trying to sell emails to someone that doesn't have an email list, it's going to be pretty hard to deliver on that, and I'm pretty sure nobody's going to say yes to your 3K a month retainer. Okay, so we want to make sure they're service qualified. We cannot something like, what is currently the biggest bottleneck when it comes to your company getting more customers from emails, or like, are you guys using email marketing at the moment? How big is your list? Or if you're doing something else like blogs, do you currently have a copywriter in house? Or like, how do you currently take care of your copywriting needs? Right? So we just need to figure out if they're service qualified. Secondly, if they are financially qualified, okay, if they actually can afford it. Now, a quick disclaimer here. If you filter companies by revenue, like I showed you with LeadRocks, this can be changed to a commitment question to see just if they're willing to invest, right? Because let me actually walk you through this. So if you don't filter by revenue and you want to see if they're financially qualified, you can just ask a question like, if I were to guarantee that I can bring you an additional X, Y, and Z through your email channel, how much would you be willing to invest in a collaboration at this time? Then you have option 1, less than your minimum price, and then just we shouldn't probably chat. Just kind of let them know that, hey, this is not a good fit. Option 2, option 3, right? And people can just choose. If you filter them by revenue, someone is making like $5 million a month, a year already, it's going to seem stupid if you ask them if they have 5K, right? So we just want to see if they're committed to investing at that point. So we can change it to like, if I were to guarantee that I can bring you an additional 20% in sales through your email channel, would you be open to investing in your company at this point? Yes or no, right? If yes, cool. They will have the money because they're making 5 million a year. If they say no, then at least you know they're not qualified, they're not looking to invest, and maybe it's not the best use of your time. Okay, but yeah, guys, this is the setup. Okay, this is what you need. Total cost $79 lifetime to get LeadRocks, one-time payment. Instantly is $97 a month. Okay, ChatGPT is $20 a month, so we go to $99. Domains and Namecheap is like $10 or something like that. $15, let's say, one time. And then Calendly is like $12 a month for the premium version, which you will need, okay, to make sure you have everything in place. So in terms of monthly costs, you're looking at, roughly what, $110, $120, and then you will need to have like a few $100 more in the first month as setup expenses. That sounds pretty sweet to me, considering you don't have to pay a few thousands of dollars for this course. So go ahead and set this up, because even if it gets you 5 meetings a month, you're still paying what? You're still paying $20 a call. So guys, you have to think about the good stuff, right? These gurus are telling you book 100 appointments, but at the end of the day, you have to also look at the cost. Like if you're spending $100 a month and you're booking 5 calls, you're a very successful person, because you can just ramp up everything and you can get to 20 calls easily. Okay, now let's get into the technical setup. Okay, so the first step that we're going to need to do is just to connect and warm up the domains. Okay, let me explain to you what this is. Every single domain has like a hidden deliverability score, right? If you're doing email marketing, you probably know this already, so you can skip the next 3 to 4 minutes. But basically, we need to warm up these domains so that they don't land in spam when we send the actual cold emails. What Instantly does to prevent that from happening is they have a system where basically they connect your email to their database, and then it basically uses your email to send emails to other users that on their end, of course, like they open it, reply to it, mark it as important. They send you emails back, they reply to the conversation, right? So it's basically just like a ghost channel email activity that prevents your email from landing in spam when you actually send the cold emails. Because if you go through the warm up period for 2 weeks and you send like 500 emails in that way every single week, and they all get marked as important and they all go to the inbox, when you send the actual cold emails, the same thing's going to happen. So you're not going to have to, like deal with any of that issue. And instantly does that, and we will need to actually do it for 2 weeks. Okay, but let me show you first of all how to connect your domains to instantly, and then how we can set everything up. Okay, so first thing that you will need is actually to go to Namecheap and just get your domains. Let me log into my account, and I have a few domains, so we can definitely use one from here. But basically, okay, so I do have these domains. Let's go with this one, Six Figure Copywriter site. Okay, the first thing you want to do, very important, once you have your domain, you want to go to dashboard and you want to go here and you want to click on manage for your domain. Okay, Six Figure Copywriter site. And then here, where it says redirect domain under settings, you want to add a redirect, type in your domain, and make sure it redirects people to this destination, okay, which is ideally your main website, right? So if you have a portfolio, if you have another website, because this domain will not be used for your website, right? You want to redirect it here. In case people actually receive the cold email and they look up the for the website based on your email address, they get sent to that page instead of getting sent to a 404 page because the domain doesn't exist. Okay, that's very important in order to look professional. Give you an example. Look, so my domain here is sixfigurecopywriters.site. Okay, but my actual domain is sixfigurecopywriters.com. So if I just go here and if I just type in this domain, as you can see, it's redirecting me to our main website. Okay, and you should do the same with both domains you're going to purchase. Okay, so there's two domains. Now, next up, what you want to do once you have the two domains, okay, what you want to do is you want to go to where it says email and you want to go to business email. Okay, and right here you will have a few options. So what you want to do is you want to go for 3 mailboxes, which is the pro one. And basically what you're going to do here is you are going to pay $30 per year with a promo code, right? So you can just use this promo code. I think this is because of one of my Chrome extensions actually, but use this code, okay? Mail deal, and you will get like 3 mailboxes for $30 a year, okay? So that's 3 professional email addresses. I'm not gonna get any new ones now because I do have mine already. But basically, just go here, get pro, do this, and then it's gonna ask you to set them up. So you just set them up with like your name. If your name, let's say it's Alex Flores, right? You just set it up Alex at yourdomain.com, and then you go like af at yourdomain.com, and then you go a flores at yourdomain.com, right? So just kind of play with the variations, just set up 3 mailboxes, right? It's not rocket science. Secondly, and what I want to mention, guys, is you will find the links to all of these softwares in the description. I'm not affiliated with any of them. And yeah, just wanted you to know, okay? If I would have an affiliate link, I would give it to you with all of my pleasure, but I'm not doing any affiliate promos with them. But yeah, so after you get this, right, now let's go to my dashboard and just show you how the emails should look like. So we just go to, let me see, I sometimes get lost here. Where is it? I think it's here. Okay, my bad for that. So here in your dashboard, you want to come to private email. And as you can see right here, I do have like emails for all of these things right here. So if I go to sixfigurecopywriters.site, which is the one I showed you in the previous example, I come here. I have 3 mailboxes, right? So I have DA at sixfigurecopywriters.site, Dennis, and then Valentin. Okay, so this is how your mailboxes should look like, guys. Okay, when they look like this, then it's all good. Okay, and then just looking at the settings here, just to make sure there isn't anything you need to do here. You can also set up your catch-all mailbox. You can set it to like one of these. And yeah, not really relevant anything else in here. So make sure you have this, okay? This is step number 2. Now, once we have the 2 domains and we have like 3 email addresses for the 2 domains, what we want to do is we want to connect them to Instantly, okay? So first things first, by the way, again, you're going to need to set up your emails, right? So you just need to basically, you just go through the tutorial that Namecheap is going to give you. And then in order to access these emails, you will need to go to privateemail.com, which is like the provider for these emails. So let me just go get one from here and log into it. Actually, I'm just logged into another one right now. Sign out here. Boom, boom, boom. Password should be the same. Yep, and then we logged in here. And as you can see right here, okay, perfect. This is my mailbox, right? So what do you want to do? Actually, very important. You want to log into all 6 of your mailboxes, okay? And click here in the right side, like on the top right side, and then edit personal data. And make sure you set it up this way, okay? So you have a profile picture with yourself, and you have your first name, last name, and then you also add your company if that's something you want to do, and cell phone if that's something that you have available, and it's save, okay? And then once you do that, what you want to do is you want to make sure you have this for all of the 6 email addresses, because then it will look very, very professional in the inbox, okay? People will be able to see your face. They will be able to see your like company details and everything. So it's going to look very professional, okay? So do that for all 6 email addresses. Just go to private email, log in with your email and the password from Namecheap, and just set this up, okay? And then one more thing that you can do to make sure that, it just works properly, just as a test, go to your regular email, like your general email address that you use, and just send yourself like a test email to this address, okay? And see if it lands in the inbox. And that way you know that the email address works and people are receiving your emails, and then you can respond back to them and so on and so forth, okay? So do this test as well, just for your peace of mind, okay? But cool, now that we've done this and we've prepared the mailboxes and everything, what you need to do, we need to connect them to Instantly, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log into like an Instantly account I did with like a free trial, just to show you how this works. This should be it. Cool. And this is how Instantly looks like, right, when you log in. Now, just to give you a bird's eye view, like a crash course on Instantly, it's pretty simple. This right here, lead finder, you don't need this. Lead rocks is way better, to be honest. You have a few things in here. You can filter them by revenue and stuff like that, but I definitely recommend lead rocks. Secondly, you have the email accounts, which is where we're going to connect the domains and the addresses. Then you have the campaigns, where we're actually going to build the actual cold email campaign. Unibox, you're going to learn what this is in just a second, but this is basically where you will receive all the replies of the emails individually. So you don't have to like log in to your email inbox every single time to check it. What you will basically be able to do is you will basically be able to come here and check all of your replies, okay? You have the analytics, of course, like the stats and data of the campaign. The CRM, which is amazing, okay? You will be able to set up your opportunities in here, and as you can see right here, you can track leads, okay? Very important. And then website visitors, not something you need, okay? But yeah, let's connect the email account. So what you want to do, it's very, very simple. What you want to do is you want to click on add new, okay? And you want to go to any provider here, okay? IMAP and SMTP. And you want to click on a single account. And then what you want to do is you want to choose your first name, last name, and then you want to type in the email address, which is going to be, in my case, let me just, okay, this one, 6-figure copywriters site. Okay, next. And then for password, just type in your mailbox password. For IMAP port, you should put it like this, okay? And then for IMAP host, it's going to be this one. You don't have to come through these articles here to find it, but you can just type in mail.privateemail.com. Okay, next. Okay, and then we have this one, and the password and SMTP port is 587. SMTP host, it should be the same, mail.privateemail.com. Submit, and then it's going to connect. Now for me, apparently I have this account logged in on another Instantly account. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to log in with another email address here, and just so we can show up here, okay? But once you hit submit, it should say like connection successful, and then it should show up here like the email address. Okay, let me fix that for you and be right back. So I just basically connected a domain that I have here in my account with one of the email addresses. So now it should look like this once you connect the email address. What you want to do is you want to connect all 6 of them following the exact same process, okay? And then once this is done, then basically what we want to do, as I said earlier, is we want to make sure the email inboxes are going to be warmed up for about 2 weeks before we can launch the campaign to ensure maximum efficiency and most of your emails land in the primary inbox. So how you want to do that? Pretty simple, okay? You want to click on the domain or like the email. You want to click enable where it says warm up. Okay, this will not pop up for you if you followed the process correctly. Okay, so let me actually see what's going on. Okay, finally, so what you want to do is you want to click and like enable the warm up, and then it should look something like this. Okay, when it's enabled, then what you want to do is you want to go to settings and you want to make sure that first things first, for all of your emails like addresses, you have your account signature. If you already have one for like your other inboxes, if it's like an image or just like a copy paste text, make sure you set your signature here. Tags, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about anything. Daily campaign limit, make sure it's set to 30, and then minimum wait time, make it 7 minutes, okay, not 1. And then also what you want to do is you want to click here on use custom tracking domain, and you want to do this with your domain. Okay, so what you want to do here, let me just show you. So you want to go to your domain, not like the email. Okay, so just go to domain list in here in your dashboard and just click on the domain. In my case, let's say it's going to be this one. You want to click on manage again, and you want to go to where it says advanced DNS in here. Okay, and then once you're here, what you want to do is you want to add a new record, and you want to add a CNAME, as they say here. Was it a CNAME? Yes. Okay, then for host, you want to put in just copy the values in here. Okay, so just inst, and target, we just paste this, and then we kind of save the changes. And then you just come back here, you type it in just like this. Okay, then check status. Now for me, it's not going to work, of course. Oh, well, actually, no, it's verified. But yeah, you just want to check the status. Okay, so just type in inst.yourdomain.site, and then it should come up like this. Okay, and this is all good. Then you don't need to change anything here. Okay, just leave it for the recommendations. And then that's pretty much it. Okay, so make sure you have this for all 6 of your emails. So you have the signature, you have the minimum wait time set to 7, and then 30 emails daily campaign limit, and then you have the custom tracking domain set up, and then that's pretty much it. Okay, and then make sure you hit save. And then once this is done, then we pretty much have everything good to go in terms of the warm-up. Okay, now we need to leave this on for the next 14 days without touching anything. We can work on other stuff in the meantime, such as drafting the campaign and scraping the leads and so on and so forth. But you don't want to start sending the cold emails until actually 2 weeks of warm-up go by. Okay, the whole purpose of this, guys, is that your warm-up, okay, the life like of this email, like the health score in here, should be above 95%. If it's below 95%, then it is a high likelihood that your emails will land in spam. Well, it's not like a super high likelihood, but it's still likely that it will land. But if it's above 95, almost all of your emails will land in the primary inbox of the potential client. So then that alone will significantly increase the open rates and the response rates. Okay, so just make sure you go through this process, and then we're all good. Now, second step in the strategy is to scrape the leads from LeadRocks. Okay, let me actually show you how to get LeadRocks first. So what you want to do is you want to go to appsumo.com/product/LeadRocks. Okay, again, no affiliation or anything. What you want to do here is what you just want to buy this right here. Okay, it works. It's not a scam or anything like that. This is how I have it. So just get the $79 plan. You will get a code. And then when you create your account with LeadRocks, you will be able to redeem code or click on redeem code or something like that. They will give you instructions on how to do it. And then you should be logged in on this interface right here. Okay, once that's done. Now, what do we want to do next is we want to actually scrape the leads, and I'm going to show you how to do it. In terms of niches, okay, so I would go for a niche or a sub-market that where there's at least 25,000 leads, okay? Because you want to make sure that you have enough people to reach out in that vertical for like 5 months or 4 months to sign at least 3 to 5 clients, okay? So that you can, build on referrals from then on and switch niches and so on and so forth. But you should ideally have more than 25,000 leads, okay? The lead search on LeadRocks is pretty solid. You can filter by a lot of filters. I'm going to show you how to do it. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you create your lead list and save your search. And then what you want to do is you want to manually add all of your leads to a list so you can export it as a CSV. Let's go over an example, okay? So let's say our niche today is, what should be our niche? Let's go to industry and let's see what industries we have in here, okay? So let's say that my niche today is, let's see. What niche should I choose today? Okay, let's say it is luxury goods and jewelry. Okay, if we go for luxury goods and jewelry, we'll just give it a few seconds to load. We have 237,000 results here, okay, in terms of leads. Now for job title, or actually location first, we want to make sure we go, and target the specific location we want. So in my case, it's going to be United States. And let's see. Let's give it a few seconds to load. We have 73K results, okay? And then the job title, we want to make sure it's founder, owner, chief executive officer, head of marketing, director of marketing, and then let's see what comes up. So we only have 11K results, okay? So this is not necessarily like one of the best verticals, or maybe if we delete like the location and we just go worldwide, we can have more companies. We have like exactly 26K, right? So this is how we can find the leads in the first place. And these are like 25K owners and founders. So let's go for a broader industry as well. Let's go for something like real estate. So I can really show you like how narrow you can go with targeting. But let's just go here and let's just go to real estate, okay? So we have founder, owner, chief executive officer, etc. We have 268,000 results. Then if we go for revenue range and we go for 1 to 10 million, let's say as an example, we have 3K people here. If we go for, we can just add all of these in here. So let me see. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we actually have let's see. Yeah, so basically now we have only 5,000 leads in the specific search, but these people are making at least $1 million a year. Okay, so you know something. Now, if we delete everything and we just go for overall real estate companies, which is also a good way to go about it, we still have 268K results. Then we go to country, we put in, let's say, United States, and then we get it narrowed down to what number? Let's see, 185,000, okay? So you want to do this, you want to create your searches, play with it, play with the industries, play with the team size, play with the roles, play with the revenue range, funding, and so on and so forth, right? And then once you do this, this is how the lead list will look like. What you want to do is you want to just basically select all of these leads, okay? And then what you want to do is you want to click on open and save selected. And then what you want to do is you want to basically create your new list, okay? So you just call this list based on your criteria. So founder, owner, real estate. Then we have US. Let's see, United States, US. We click save. And that is what we unfortunately manually have to do for all of the leads, right? So as you can see, like every time I go to the next page, it took like 10 credits from my thing. I just click here, open and save. I look for the list, which is here. It saves it. Then I go here. Or actually, one more thing that you can do even easier, now that I'm looking at it actually, is you can just click here. Okay, make sure you go here where it says 10 per page and just go and click on 500 per page. Let it load and let's see if this works, okay? To just save you some time. And that means we can actually be done in a few minutes. Just click here, open and save. Let's go. Founder, owner, real estate. Let's see if it works. Seems like it. So then you actually just need to go to like 10 pages to save all the leads. Okay, so we save them. And if we go to the next one, do we only have 4,500 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 Yep, as easy as taking candy from a baby. Okay, this is actually something I learned right now myself, that you can increase the numbers of results per page. But yeah, just go through this, build a list of 5,000 leads, and then what you want to do is you want to go to lists, and then you can click on your list on the left sidebar here. Let's go for the ones we did for founder owner. And what we want to do here is we want to click on export list CSV. They also have like um, verify, like list verification thing, so make sure you click on that as well, and it's going to verify everything for you. And then export list CSV. It's just going to export our list now. Let's just give it a few minutes to load. Okay, I'm just gonna, okay, so we got it. Okay, we got it. Now let me actually open this in the browser so you can see it, because I'm using Loom. Let me figure that out. Okay, awesome. So I just opened the list, and then this is exactly the email list that we've found, as you can see. And then yeah, we have the LinkedIn URLs, we have the full name, first name, the last name, the job title, we have the Facebook profile, we have the location, we have their company website, okay, we have their company email address, we have their industry, team size, their revenue range, okay, so this is where you can see like how much revenue they're doing. So here, this guy Jason, he literally owns a real estate company doing $10 million a year, pretty good lead. And then you have your work emails. Usually this is the right one, work email number one. But just in case, you have like a bunch of other variables as well. And then you also have their phone numbers in here for some of these people, which are not necessarily relevant with Instantly, but I'm going to show you what to do with them as well. So then what we want to do now is I just want to download this as a CSV file. I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to do it right now. But what we want to do is we want as the first thing of step number 3. Okay, so this is how we got the leads, guys. Every month, come here, build your list again with a new search, and that's pretty much it. But basically, step number 3, first thing to do is that we want to prepare the campaign. We just want to upload this to Instantly. So just come here to Instantly. Just go to campaigns, and let's just wait. I actually changed the interface. Where is? Can I find the leads? Let's just go to campaigns. Let's just go to create a new campaign. We're just gonna do YouTube video as the title. Okay, then we have leads. So what we want to do is we want to click on add leads. Okay, so just create your campaign. And actually, if I think about it, you just want to, what can I do here? The name of the campaign should be very specific. Okay, so it should be exactly the same, like real estate founders 1 million to 10 million, just as an example. US batch 1. Okay, this is how you want to do it. And what you want to do is you want to click here, go to leads, and then add leads, upload CSV. I only have 250 leads because I'm on a free trial, but if you upgrade, you will be able to upload 25,000. Okay, I'm just going to upload it here. Click to upload, and then I'm going to click on the lead list from here. I'm gonna put it here. And what we're gonna do is we're going to basically just map all of this stuff out. So we're just gonna go with for LinkedIn URL, we're just gonna go for custom variable. Then for full name, we're gonna go. We're actually gonna click do not import. Okay, first name, make sure it's first name. Last name is last name. Job title. We can go for custom variable as well. By custom variable, basically you're just gonna need to type in like job title in some brackets to make it work. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, we don't need a Facebook profile. Location, okay, again, we need to go for custom variable. Company, okay, company name, very good. Company website, okay, this is going to be website. Make sure you map this out. This is very important for the personalization. Company email, we have the company email here, and then company phone. Industry, okay, for the industry we don't need to do this as well. Total funding, okay, work email, blah blah blah. And then we have the work emails, direct emails, and the phones. Okay, make sure the phone is set up here. Phone number 1 is mapped out with phone, and then that is pretty much it. Again, so we make sure that everything in here is all good. Then what we want to do is select yourself as the owner. Check for duplicates across all campaigns, lists, and workspaces. Click all 3, then upload all. Okay. Then I will upload this 27 leads as a test. And then if I go to leads, then as you can see, I have all of these people in here, okay, with all the information. So this is my test leads, okay? Now, what we also want to do in terms of preparing the campaign is we want to write the script, okay? And I know all of you have been waiting for this part because this is like the juice, okay? So here is my two fail-proof frameworks for cold emails, okay? But first things first, I just want to show you something before we get into the emails. If you go here to the lead lists and you go and click on AI prompts, you have a bunch of AI templates, okay, that you can use. And what I want you to do here is I want you to first things first, go on, click on personalized first line, okay? So we have it here. This is the one you want to use, okay, from Jordan McNamara. And it's basically going to write a personal first line for the prospect based on their website or their LinkedIn, okay? So what you want to do is you want to just go here and you want to go to where it says website / LinkedIn. You want to go for, usually you are going to for LinkedIn URL. Output column, you want to go for, you just want to leave it to create column personalized first line, okay? And then you want to go and click on generate for all leads. But first things first, you need to add an OpenAI API key in the settings tab. So what you want to do is you want to go to settings, and then you can put your AI. Yeah, sorry for that. So you just have to connect your ChatGPT AI thing, okay? So what we're gonna do, let me just go back here. You can just click here to find your API key. Let me just grab mine. Okay, so once you save that, I'm not gonna show that, of course, on video, but once you save your API key from ChatGPT, what you wanna do is you wanna go and you wanna, let's find that. Which one was it? Okay, this one. You wanna click on it. Let's go for LinkedIn URL, generate for all leads. And then you will need, of course, to have the plan. I don't have it here, but since you will have it upgraded, you can just, it will basically just generate the column for you, okay? And that's pretty much it, okay, that you want to do for the AI prompts. And then you will have a personalized line for every single lead that you can include in the scripts, okay? But yeah, that's pretty much how you prepare the leads, okay? And so just scrape the leads, prepare the, upload them to Instantly. And then what you want to do is you want to also create with the AI prompts, okay? Now, step number 3 is the first thing that now step number 3, of course, the first thing was to upload the leads. Secondly, we have to write the script. The subject lines that I like to test, and these are usually just general subject lines that work really well, are the following, okay? So it's thoughts, first name, our call this week, very good one. Your name x their name, their first name. I don't have a quick Q but a long Q. I like this one a lot because, oh my god, everyone is using quick Q name, or I just have a quick Q, right? This is a pattern interrupt. I don't have a quick Q, but I have a long Q, okay? I don't have a quick question, I have a long question. And this is gonna incentivize people to open the email and maybe laugh a bit. And then lastly, this is automated. Just again, using humor, using like just calling out the elephant in the room. This is automated, okay? You don't need to be very fancy with this, okay? I think you can even look at more prompts in here. I'm not sure if they have one for subject lines. Okay, yeah, look, so this one right here, AI subject line, right? So you can just leverage the AI prompts, leverage the shit out of the AI prompts, okay? Because these are very, very good. See, you can like generate cool puns as icebreakers for the company name. You can find the competitor, okay, and kind of mention that. Very, very good one, again. Find a pain point in the industry. Very, very good one, okay? So you want to use this right here to basically be on top of the game. Again, generate a restaurant recommendation based on the location. Very good one as well. Okay, so make sure you leverage these things in here. But yeah, basically, in terms of writing the email script, I usually go by 2 frameworks. So we have the authority framework and the results framework. And this is literally it, guys, okay? I'm not going to overcomplicate this. The authority framework is leveraging something from the past that has worked well and that, that person can relate to. Hey, name, personalized line, which AI is going to do. I recently helped company, which can be like a big company name in the industry, which is very good for your authority framework, achieve market desired result. So what do these people want? Through my service that you provide. After taking a look at your business, I believe I can do the same for you. Is this something you'd be open to exploring? Many thanks, your name. And PS, here's a 5-minute case study about how I did it for XYZ company. Okay, this is a very good cold email script, and let me tell you why. First of all, we have a personalized line. Secondly, if you have a big name that you can throw in here, like Zapier, Google, HubSpot, right, or any recognizable name in the industry, right? So we have clients that work with NASA, for instance. So then when we go for like the engineering industry and we mention NASA, of course, everybody's going to take a look at the message, right? So I recently helped X company achieve and then what they want. Some industries want more free time. Some industries want more money, which is most likely the case. Right. So figure out what they want, and then and then just be blunt with the service, right? So hey name, personalized line. I recently helped my protein achieve a 20% increase in email sales through my email marketing services. After taking a look at what you're doing, I believe I can do the same for you, right? Or I recently helped Google, or I recently helped X, Y, and Z company get on the first page of Google through my SEO X, Y, and Z package that I provide, right? That's what you want to do. And then for the PS, okay, what you want to do is you want to go record a case study of how you did it, about how you did it for that company. With loom.com, just record a case study and put it in here. Okay, here's a duration case study about how I did it for a company. And then you just want to link it under this PS section here. Okay, just send that to everyone. Why? Because you see, you need to understand the market. The market is getting flooded with cold emails, and nobody wants to, like, almost nobody wants to have a call with you just because you sent them an email, because they've been through this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to put this case study in here so that the person that's actually interested is going to click on the case study, watch it. Okay, they're going to love what they see, and then they're going to reply to you, and they're already going to be a bit nurtured. Okay, and you don't have to personalize this for everyone. You can just build one case study and you can link it here, and then that's pretty much it. Okay, and secondly, we have the results framework. Hey name, personalized line. The reason I'm reaching out is because I've been quite successful at helping niche achieve industry desired result through my unique framework. After taking a look at your business, I created a video explaining how I would do it for you specifically. Is this something you'd be open to watching? Many thanks, your name. PS, here's my portfolio so you can get a feel of what my work looks like, okay? So basically what we're doing with the results framework, guys, here is we are like making the process a bit more automated on the sending end, but there will be a bit more work to do on the back end, okay? With people that are actually interested. So you can also play in a lot of ways with this, okay? So this is just like a framework. You can also say like, the reason I'm reaching out is blah, blah, blah. After taking a look at your business, I've put together a free short analysis of what you could do to improve. Is that something you'd be open to seeing? And then when people say yes, you just propose a call to them, okay? Like, okay, cool, can I show it to you on a call so I can also explain why I did it and so on and so forth, right? Or yeah, there's a bunch of ways you can do this, okay? You just have to be creative. But basically what we can do here is like, the reason I'm reaching out is because I've been quite successful at helping fitness coaches achieve, more high paying customers and, ditch 3-figure monthly subscriptions through my X, Y, and Z email framework, right? If you have a list of at least 5K people and, you'd want to see how this can work for you, I've just put together a free and that short analysis on how you can do it. Is that something you'd be open to seeing? Many thanks. And then you also link your portfolio here. And then once people say yes, you just propose the call, okay? Now, you only want to have one follow-up here in the sequence, and you want to put it 31 hours, okay? So just let's actually build the sequence. So let's go here. Let's build the subject line. Let's use this one. Boom, boom, boom. And then let's leverage the authority framework, okay? Put this in here. And what we want to do is we want to change the parentheses, like the brackets with variables, okay? So here, when you want to click hey, then you want to click on insert variables, and then you want to insert first name, okay? Then the personalized line, you want to delete it. You want to click here, insert variables, and you should have it here, like personalized line. I don't have it because I couldn't create it with my free trial, but I'm just gonna put phone, okay? But this should say personalized line, created by the AI. Then I recently helped Google achieve X, Y, and Z through my email marketing. After taking a look at your business, I believe I can do the same for you. only requirement would be to have a list, an email list of at least 5K people. Okay, it's something you'll be able to exploring. Many thanks, Dennis. Here is a 5-minute case study of how I did it for Google. And then here we have Loom link. Okay, so this is the first email. Save. And then we want to add a, you can also split test with the subject lines and like with the entire body. So I suggest you split test the, this is one of the important thing, okay? So I suggest you add a variant and you constantly split test for better options, okay? Don't change strategy. So just either keep like a direct approach like this or a value approach with the free analysis or like free video or whatever. But always test 2 different subject lines, always test like the body, and just constantly improve on the campaign. Okay, so yeah, add a variant in here, and then as the second step we want to add a step here. Send the next message is, we're going to put it in add a new step, send next message in 1 day. For the subject line we just want to leave it empty, so that it will basically reply to the previous email. It's not going to send them a new one. And what you want to do is you want to copy the follow-up script from here, including send from iPhone, okay, because this is a very good trick. So hey, first name, I'm just going to put this in here. I don't want to be that annoying stranger that who keeps sending you unwanted emails. Haha, so I'll after this one. Would it be a terrible idea to connect for a few minutes and discuss how I can achieve X, Y, and Z for your company? And then here you also can say like, you can also put the variable and you can put company name, right? So that you make it more genuine, more personal. And then you want to leave this here with send from my iPhone. You even want to like make it like this or bold it or whatever, just so you know, because it looks like you've actually sent it from a phone. It doesn't look like it's automated, and this is actually going to be very, very realistic. And in order to make it even more realistic, if you want to do it, what you want to do is you want to go to outlook.com and just copy this link. You double click on it, you insert a link, you add the link in here, and then you make it like this, and then it looks exactly like, you know, the little thing at the bottom of the email. So that's exactly what you want to do, and then you want to click save. And now we pretty much have the campaign. Okay, so this is it. You don't need 10,000 follow-ups. Just these 2 emails are going to do very, very well. And as I said, the key here is you constantly add variants. Okay, test your follow-ups, test only test one thing at a time, but every 3 to 4 days I suggest running a new test. Okay, and that way you will constantly improve the results and you'll constantly succeed. After we have this sequence, we just plugged it in, and then the last thing, we just need to basically set up the schedule and just finish setting up a few things. So what we want to do is we want to go to schedule here, and then you just want to set the timing. Like I would just put it like something like 9 a.m. to just put it 9 a.m. to like 2 p.m. or something like that. Okay, and select your time zone and then select the days. I would suggest not sending emails on Saturdays and Sundays. And then just name your schedule, maybe 9 a.m. 2 p.m. EST. Okay, then hit save. No end date for the campaign. Make sure this looks like this, and then you also have to set up the options. Okay, and this is what you want to do here. Accounts to use, you want to go and you want to basically click on all of your accounts. So I'm just going to select these 2 here. Stop sending emails on reply, enabled. Okay, so that when somebody responds to your email, it doesn't necessarily send them the follow-up. Open tracking, enable. Okay, so that it actually tracks the open rate. Delivery optimization, tick this. If you tick this, it's going to basically like disable the open tracking. In terms of getting better results, this is going to optimize your delivery a bit more. But if all the health of your emails is above 95, just leave this like this and just enable open tracking because it's more important. Okay, and then for daily limit 250. Okay, and then you also want to click on show advanced option, and make sure the gap between emails is like minimum time is like 7 minutes. And then random additional time, make sure it's like you set it to 1, 2, or 3 or whatever. I'm just going to put it at 1. Max new leads, no limit per day. And then what you want to do here is you want to prioritize new leads. Okay, this is going to be like again a paid plan thing, but prioritize new leads so that it always sends like the emails to the new leads. Auto optimize A to Z testing. You can definitely use this. Okay. So when you're using the AZ testing, like the A/B testing, the instantly algorithm will automatically select the best performing variant after a certain number of emails have been sent. So what you want to do is you want to base it off reply rate, because that's what we care about. Okay. And then that's pretty much it. Provider matching. Let's see. We can also enable this. Okay. This right here, stop on auto reply, make sure it's ticked off, because we don't want that. Okay, if somebody has like a template email that they're out of office or whatever, we don't want to stop it. We don't want to insert the unsubscribe link in the header. We want to put that in the footer, and I'm going to show you where to put it in just a second. And then CC, BC, nothing, and then okay, just click on save everything. So we saved everything. Then what you want to do is you want to go to sequences, and for the first email, what you want to do is you want to hit enter like 10 times. If getting X, Y, and Z is not an opportunity for you, you can, and then we're going to add the unsubscribe button. Okay. Where was it? So apparently they changed a lot of things, but you click on more rich, and then you just click on unsubscribe link. Display that unsubscribe, and that's it. Okay, insert unsubscribe link, and you can unsubscribe here. Okay, you want to add this here. You don't want to add that to the follow-up, because the follow-up is supposed to be sent manually. But as long as you have it in the first email, it's GDPR compliant and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much how you want to set up the settings and the campaign and metrics and everything else. Just make sure all of your leads are in here. And by the way, if you have an issue with the leads being too little, so let's say out of 5,000 leads, you only have like 1,000 in here. When uploading the leads, re-upload the lead list and just like get off like the phone number. Don't import it anymore, okay? Because instantly what it does is basically only imports people that have all the data for what you mapped it for. And then everybody's going to have an email, website, company, location, and LinkedIn URL. That's for sure. But not everyone's going to have a phone number. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to basically just remove the phone number from here, from like the import, and then it's going to give you all the leads. Okay. Just wanted to make that as a side note, because I know for some of you this can be a question, and I don't want you to be surprised when you're going to see less leads. That's the reason. Okay. So just remove the phone number. But first, give it a shot with the phone number and see if it works. But yeah, so this is pretty much everything in terms of setting up the campaign, guys. Now, presumably, let's say it's been 2 weeks and the health score of your emails is above 95 and you have set up everything like I showed you. Next step is just to launch and what expectations to have, right? And this is a little checklist I've created for you. So first things first, after everything above is set up and you want to make sure you have a few things, we give a few things a green light, okay? So first of all, most importantly, make sure your email inboxes are all above 95% health. If not, let the warm-up run for another week for that specific inbox, okay? So just to clarify, the warm-up, you never turn it off, okay? So it's constantly going to be going on. But if you have an email address that has less than 95%, you don't want to include that in the list of the campaign yet, okay? So here where it says options, here in the accounts to use, you don't want to add that in here yet. You want to leave it for another week. And see if it warms up to 95%, okay? If it goes way down, if it goes to like 70%, that's a red flag. And what you want to do is you're just better off getting a new email address and starting to warm that up, okay? Just a quick precaution, okay? Then what you want to make sure is that your leads are mapped out correctly. You want to go on instantly here. You want to go to sequences and you want to click on preview. And then you want to make sure that the personalized line is in here as well. Okay, so this is going to be where the personalized line should show up for you. Then you want to make sure the name is correct, and then like the company is correct and everything else, and the link is working and everything. Okay, so this is what you want to do in here to make sure it's all mapped out correctly. Make sure the campaign doesn't have any typos. Okay, very important. You're a copywriter, and I can't stress enough how pissed off I am when I see copywriters sending me messages like or like even cold emails and they have typos in there, okay? Like just read through the email, okay? It's like a few hundred words. Not even that, okay? It's just like a few hundred characters. So just look at the email, make sure you don't have any typos, okay? Cool. One more thing that you can do is you can also like use the AI generator in here. I don't personally like it too much, but you can certainly use this and see if it improves the email. But yeah, after that is done, make sure that you have the app installed on your phone and notifications turned on for the inbox feature, okay? Because as I said, guys, you don't have to manually check the inboxes of all of these email addresses. everything that will come through from the campaign is going to go inside the uni box here. Okay, so you will be able to see all the emails, reply from here, and manage everything in here and add like tags to the contacts and everything. It's pretty cool. Okay, so what I need you to do is I need you to also go and install the Instantly app. So let me just find it for you, because I don't know if they have a different name. Instantly. Okay, so good. This is it. Okay, Instantly AI. Go ahead and download it and make sure you connect it with your account, and you will be able to have your uni box on your phone, and you will also be able to receive a notification. Okay, when you have new messages, and this is very important for speed to lead, because it's going to give you a very competitive, like a good competitive edge when it comes to responding to people. Okay, make sure that's done. Make sure the number of sends and everything is on point, like in terms of the settings. Okay, make sure it's 250, and then lastly, go here to the campaign options and then hit launch. Okay, and then you are good to go. Okay, you've officially launched the campaign. Okay, cool. So now that we've covered everything so far, obviously we need to go over some expectations as well. But just one more thing that I want to mention in terms of the leads. What you want to do is you want to let the campaign run for 30 days. Okay, don't change the niche for 30 days. Just keep split testing different subject lines, different offers, different messaging structures. Okay, just keep split testing for a month. At the end of the month, if your results look very bad, then switch the niche and find another lead list. If your results look good, you just want to download the next 5,000 leads from LeadRocks that are available, and you just want to basically um, top up the current campaign. Okay, so you just go to the same campaign, you don't create a new one, you just go to the same, you go to leads, and then you add new leads. Okay, if it's working well. Now, what should be your expectations? So when we send 250 emails a day, guys, this is realistic. Okay, you should expect a 2% response rate. Okay, so you should expect to get like 5 responses a day. You should expect to get a 40% positive reply rate, which is like 2 leads a day, so 2 people that are interested. And you should expect to get a 0.3 total booking rate. So if you send 5,000 emails, you should be able to book 15 sales calls for sure. Now, here's the thing. Again, if you want to scale this up and you want to go to like 45 calls a month, you just add 3 more domains, 9 more email inboxes, 10,000 more leads. Okay. But this is basically what you should expect in terms of percentages. Okay, it can be higher in some industries, it can be even lower in some other industries, but this is on average what you should be looking at in terms of hitting this KPI. Okay, and we're going to go over how to maintain these metrics as well. But basically, one more thing that I want to go over is just how to manage the inbox. In terms of tracking the leads, you can use the Instantly CRM and mark all of your conversations. Okay, as I said here, you will have the CRM and you will have the opportunity section. And what you want to do is you want to go to settings first. Okay, and you want to make sure you have all of your labels. So what I like to do with the labels is basically just I just like to create labels in terms of I'm not going to do it because I'm not able to, right? But what you want to do is you want to create the label with call proposed, label with sent calendar link, label with meeting booked, label with meeting completed, and label with closed. Okay, and then you also want to have a label with follow-up booked. Okay, you want to have a label with contract sent, that you put that before closed, and then you also want to have the label lost. Okay, with calls that you didn't close or that weren't a good fit. Okay, but yeah, basically that's how we want to set up the CRM. And then what is going to happen is every single time you will get a message in the Unibox, you will be able to basically tag them with the CRM. And then when you want to have a bird's eye view of your numbers, you just go to the CRM opportunities and they will all show up here, just like any other CRM. Okay, it's not very, very complicated. And then you will be able to see the leads in here as well. Sales flows. You can also create the sales flow here if you want to look into this. This is a bit more advanced, right? So let's say you want to create like a workflow for people that opened but they didn't reply. Okay, or they like they didn't close but they were a good lead, and so on and so forth. So you want to do this. Okay, and then you also have like the reports in here. You can set up, you can set like your own goal, which is pretty cool. You will be able to see like how many emails you've sent. You are able to organize everything in here, and it's pretty cool. Okay, one more thing though that I know you need to do, and I'm not exactly sure where they've put that as well, is you need to make sure the opportunity value matches everything. But I'm pretty sure Mhm. Yeah, anyways, that's not super important, but yeah, this is how you want to use the CRM in here, and you will be able to have this on the phone as well. Okay, guys, one more important thing now. Speed to lead is something that you need to focus on with this strategy. Okay, because you will get a little bit of opportunity every day, and you need to make the most out of it. You're not going to get flooded with replies. You're not going to have an inbox of 100 leads a day, because otherwise you would be making 100K a month. You will have a little bit of opportunity every single day. 2 replies, 5 replies, 6 replies, maybe zero in some days. Okay, but because the opportunity is so small, you need to make the most out of it. So what you want to do is you want to basically what I want you to do is I want you to basically have that speed to lead. Whenever somebody gets back to you, it doesn't matter if you're in an Uber, if you're eating, if you're at work, at gym. Okay, if you get a notification on your phone, instantly get back to that person. um, get them booked in, get that meeting secured. Okay, because it's very important. Another very good tip is for the people that you have the phone number for. Okay, so if I go here, let's say that okay, let's say that this person, which is Irving, okay, let's say Irving wanted to book a call, but I sent him the link, but he hasn't come through yet. Okay, what I want to do next day is I want to look at instantly. I want to go to the CRM, and I'm going to be able to see under opportunities like send calendars. Okay, what I want to do then is I want to go to Irving. I want to get his name. I want to get it, paste it in here in the Excel sheet, and then I want to find his phone number, which in this case is this. Okay, I'm just gonna get this phone number and call Irving. Okay. Hey Irving, this is Dennis here. I sent you an email yesterday about X, Y, and Z. Did you have any trouble finding a time that works with my calendar, or what happened? And then worst case scenario, you just book them on the phone, right? You just agree on a time over the phone. This works very well because sometimes people forget about emails, they get lost, they get no like buyer's remorse. So by calling them and like catching them on the spot with the phone call, and you already have like a bit of relatability with them because you already emailed them, you will get a lot more bookings. Okay, so I personally I think that if you let's say if we aim for 15 sales calls, 5 sales calls a month from the 15 will be from this. Okay, so make sure you do this. If you're not from the US, just get a Skype number. It's €6 a month, and you can do this as well with no problem. Okay, but yeah, that's how you should do it. So your daily workflow basically should be you should clear the inbox and update the CRM accordingly. First things first. Okay, so just go to instantly, see if you have any replies, update it with the tags and everything. Secondly, you want to call leads that haven't booked after following up like 2 times through email. Then you want to follow up through email with the positive responses, people that like they showed some interest but they didn't get back to you yet. And then you want to monitor the stats and save them in a daily tracking sheet. Okay, I'm gonna put a template in the description. So basically it can be just like a Google sheet where you save like your daily stats in there. And then you want to also keep a close eye on the inbox and reply as soon as possible to people. Okay, this is what you want to do. And then in terms of the tracking, like in the spreadsheet, you just want to make sure that you have these numbers every single day. Okay, um, and yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let me actually show you the template. Okay, so this is the tracking sheet basically. So what you want to do is very simple. You will need to put the metrics in here every single day. So let me just give you an example. So email sent, I search for today, which is August 10th, and I just go and put in 250. Let's say I got 5 replies and I proposed and I had like 2 proposed calls, 1 sent calendar, 1 booked call. Okay, what this is going to do is it's going to calculate everything in here. And what you want to do is you want to make sure the metrics in here are looking like this. Okay, so we have a 2% response rate, a 40% positive reply rate, and a 0.3% booking rate. As long as you have these numbers in here, the campaign is going to perform. When the numbers go below these metrics, that's when you want to look into what to do to fix the campaign. And that is actually the next step here, which is the last one. Okay, so the campaign iteration. If you constantly update every single day with the end of day report in here, right? If you constantly do it and your reply rate is below 2%, the first thing you want to split test is the subject line to get more people to open. The second thing you want to split test is the offer, like the body of the email, and like try maybe the promise you made them is not good enough. Maybe they want something else and you don't know. So just go and get in the trenches and do more research. or maybe the authority figure isn't relatable enough for these people. Lastly, it can also be the niche, because some people are super saturated with cold emails, and that can be something as well. But basically, what you want to do with the iteration process, guys. So after you launch the campaign, you just do your daily workflow, do your due diligence, and then all you have to do is just iterate it, right? What you want to do is use the rule of double threes. You want to test 3 variables for 3 days each until you move on to the next option. So test the subject line, see if it works for 3 days. If it doesn't, test another one. If it doesn't, test another one. And if this doesn't, then you move on to the offer. You do the same thing for 3 times, and then you do the same thing for 3 times with the niche, and so on and so forth. And ultimately, you will get results, okay? If the positive reply rate is below 40%, this could, first of all, be the offer statement. If you're getting enough replies, but there's a lot of people saying no thanks, it means you're just not getting their interest enough. You're not making them curious enough to actually hear you out, right? So you have to work on that. Again, same thing as above. The authority maybe is not an authority, and they don't feel like it's worth their time to hear out how that person did it, if that makes sense. And then lastly, it means that the niche is none to valueless approach. In this case, what you want to do is you want to switch to script number 2 and go the personalized video route, the free analysis, and so on and so forth. Because when there's something on the line that can help the other person for free, they will usually be more incentivized to actually move on with the cold email and like the booking process, you know? Again, same thing here, use the rule of double threes. And then lastly, if your booking rate is below 0.3 of the total leads contacted, it could be, first of all, that you're not following up enough. So you can add like 2 to 3 more follow-ups to your sequence. You can call the person more, like instead of calling them just once, you can call them twice, 3 times, 5 times, or whatever. Believe me, you're not going to burn any leads. Just do your follow-ups, okay? It's either yes, no, fuck off, or they never respond. So just do your follow-ups. But yeah, you're not following up enough, first step, okay? Secondly is you're not following up properly, okay? So maybe you're doing a lot of follow-ups and it's enough, but your follow-ups are not good. So maybe go on instantly, and just giving you an idea now, okay? Just go on instantly, just go to the campaign, just go here to this campaign, and then go to leads, and then go to AI prompts, and let's like find an AI prompt for follow-up, right? Follow-up. Nothing here, but you can actually just company compliment, right? So you just put together a follow-up. Hey, name, company compliment. I'd love to see if we can actually do this together, right? Then third follow-up, competitor. Hey, name, I noticed X, Y, and Z competitor. This is done by AI, right? I noticed X, Y, and Z competitor does this, and I was wondering if blah, 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 right? So personalize your follow-ups. That's what you want to do here, okay? Again, rule of threes, double threes, and if doing like more follow-up or better follow-up doesn't work, then it means there's something turning them off in your scheduling process or on your website. So double check your Calendly link, make sure there isn't anything shady in there, make sure your website looks good, make sure you have a professional profile picture on your Calendly, okay? Make sure the questions are like they don't sound too harsh. Make sure of all of these things, okay? And just kind of test one thing at a time. And then lastly, if this doesn't do it, then the niche is just sophisticated and people keep requesting for info that they don't actually want. You know, do you know how those old ladies go in Facebook groups and they just ask for info on 10,000 different things, but then they never get back to you? That's exactly how some people become with cold emails. And unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do at that point, maybe just switching the platform. But that's not the case right now for most industries, okay? Because we're not like 50,000 years into cold emails. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. This has been a great resource to record, and honestly, I feel like if you do exactly what I showed you here, you should get results, okay? Again, every single link will be in the description. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'm going to get back to you. And just to recap, do your setup. Warm up the domains for 2 weeks, scrape the leads from LeadRocks, prepare the campaign, use these frameworks, launch the campaign, make sure all of these things are happening. These are the numbers, manage your inbox, daily workflow, and then iteration, okay? I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.